All right, guys, market update. It is currently afternoon, right? Midday. So right now, I'm honestly extremely mad. I'm extremely mad where we are right now because the account is sitting at 5,999.02. This trade that we took last night, which was the Euro AUD buys, we basically anticipated yesterday from yesterday's breakdown, which was after this 4-hour candlestick had closed. We basically anticipated for this to have a push to the upside. Obviously, because we were taking a counter trend trade at the sell. This was a counter trend trade. And then we retested this neckline along with the structure level after seeing the 1-hour bullish engulfing candlestick formation happen. Basically, close out the sells and enter the buys. Didn't get the sniper entry that I wanted. That's fine. And I didn't really close all the way up here. I actually ended up closing somewhere around here, I believe. Yeah, I didn't get to close at my full take profit because I was seeing rejections from this resistance level and I hadn't slept all night and I didn't want to just keep watching it. Because like I at this point where we are in the challenge, I'm just getting tired of seeing the trade go so much into profit. And then just because I'm holding for too long, the trade is completely reversing.
Yeah.
Like if I were to just close when it gets to that high of the push.
To the point, yeah.
Yeah, to the point. But we'd be up so much more,
Way more.
Including the losses or whatever. Because this Euro AUD trade, we should have probably closed out at like $2,000 in profit.
It was to a point that was like 2,500.
Yeah, like 2,700 or something. That would have then put us up at a higher level where then I could have risked more on this position. So, and I basically had to close this first initial sell right here instead of where literally when it hit my take profit for a 1 to 2 risk to reward at this point. I've just been greedy, just holding for too long. So this time I decided to not be greedy, and guess what happens? It decides to act. Like it decides to have the first time, but it's okay. Following up with the markets, AUD CAD, I was looking for sells from this area last night. Didn't really enter it because I didn't like to sell against such a massive bullish candlestick. And even though we are again back in this area of interest, just wasn't ideal. Euro USD JPY, still no break, no retest, no sell. Euro GBP seems like we're having a retracement, but for now I'm not interested in this at all. NZD JPY, we are cooking up some buys here, retesting this neckline along with the EMA, but I believe I'm going to wait for the daily candlestick to close because I don't like, there's no way I'm going to buy at a candlestick that hasn't even confirmed close yet. For all we know, this can close bearish below it and then we break and retest and sell. So I got to wait for this to give me a bit more price action along with AUD JPY, but I'm not really interested in it. Euro USD is cooking up some trades right now. Have to wait for this daily candlestick to close. See if we close as a daily doji or if we close as a bearish candlestick, how we are now, for me to be fully interested in the trade. And last but definitely not least is GBP NZD. We've pulled back all the way up to the same exact resistance where we were last week, where we were interested in taking a trade. So now we are going to potentially look for some sells around this area. But I want to wait to see how this daily candlestick closes. I don't see myself selling after a massive daily candlestick like this, but this is such a respected area that even when you pull up to it with massive bullish moves, we do have sells. Massive bullish moves, we do have sells. And as of right now, we are in that massive move. We have to consider that it is currently Thursday. And as of right now, we basically only have 1.5 sessions.
Yeah, like day and a half.
Correct. And there's it doesn't make sense to go try and target a move that's going to move, or you would want it to move basically what it moved all of last week in just 1.5 session. It doesn't make any sense.
You know, like taking like counter trend trades, or like you're gonna keep going with the flow, like with the trend?
I mean, it really depends the opportunity. Like if I get a decent counter trend trade, I'll take it, and that's happened a couple times. And I like those trades a lot because they tend to have the highest risk to reward.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna probably continue to take both whenever they come.
Okay. Yeah. What the market will have to show you like before to not be able or not to not want to enter this buy over here?
So I mean, the first thing that really kind of like if this would have closed as a massive bearish candle, I would have not wanted to enter the buy because I would have then seen this that it was going to potentially make it all the way into this area. How it's done it over here in the past. But the fact that it approached this area and it already had a morning star formation along with the 1 hour bullish engulfing, it kind of really just gave me all the indications that I needed to buy. If this would have, like if this candlestick instead of engulfing going the other way had a wick fill and kept going to the downside, I would have definitely not entered the buy. I would have kept holding and sell. So I closed out the sell, entered the buy.